Okay. So I did say I was not going to be making any more of these talking and rambling videos. However, I did say I was going to make very quick things, like things with friends, random projects. But doing that just kind of feels like I'm doing the exact same things before, just without talking videos, which there isn't really any point to. I guess it's literally just me not wanting to do these talking videos because I didn't feel like they were really doing anything. I saw that people are seeing them, but I stopped feeling like I got something out of them quite a while ago. So I stopped. But I don't see why not. Let's come back. I know a lot of you actually did like these. Apparently, a lot not is a bit of an exaggeration, but still, a few of you liked it. You, I appreciate that. But let's just like talk about normal stuff, stories and such. I don't really have the same problems anymore. I'm getting over them. I'm all good now. Maybe things happen. Maybe some more stuff will come up. I'll finally talk about those. I haven't done that in a while. But let's just do some stuff. I didn't plan anything for this video, just very loosely. But yeah, I got that out of the way. So yeah, I've been thinking, cause like after doing all the theater stuff, like showing up to all the theater enrichment classes, and feeling like I'm fitting in with all the theater kids, getting noticed by the theater teacher, auditioning to really join in the plays, and getting accepted. I I'm a theater kid now. That's what I am, and I've seen that after all of that, I don't have social anxiety. I'm a very open person now. I'd say. I can walk up to anyone, say anything. I've probably said this several times on this channel because I say this all the time. But I I've been thinking, like, I'm exactly where I want to be. I think I'm at a not exactly, but like I'm at a very good spot. I'm content. It's very I like where I'm at right now. I've been thinking like really just analyzing things, realizing I'm the person that I kept thinking I wanted to be before I became this. I remember maybe I didn't fully go in depth on all of this in other videos, but I talked lightly about this, which you may not have even seen. So that I don't fully remember middle school anymore. It seems so distant. I'm so used to where I'm at right now. I instantly got used to it. But like, I just vaguely remember how I felt through different years of middle school. I don't like talking about sixth grade because that's trying to get used to middle school. It's really just like nothing. But like seventh and eighth grade, wild stuff. I was very insecure through seventh grade. And through eighth grade, I still kind of was, actually. But like, through seventh grade, I started trying to fit in. It wasn't working very well. Nothing bad really happened, but like, I was being not very good when I started doing that. I don't like who I was. I was an awful person in the seventh grade, honestly. Either things were very quiet and I was being very disruptive, or things were very loud and I was just like shy in the corner, not saying a thing, watching, thinking, why do I hate myself? It's not a good place to be in. And I remember at some point over the summer, I had a lot of mental breakdowns over the summer, just like before this school year. And I saw I had a bunch of like clips that I had recorded in seventh grade art class. I was making fun of my friend, kind of friend. I don't really know what I call him. I don't. It seems weird trying not to call him a friend, but like I don't get along with him. He has fun annoying me, but I have fun annoying him too, just because he does that. So it's a mutual thing. I guess that's kind of what friends do. But like I was making fun of him heavily in the 7th grade. And I had so many clips of me doing it that I recorded because I thought this stuff is funny what I'm doing. This is good. This is good stuff. I'm gonna want to look back on this in the future and enjoy this. I didn't. I was awful. I deleted all of those clips. I never want to see them again. Don't want to show them at all. I don't know what was going on with me back then. But then through 8th grade, I was like, I was getting better. I didn't do that stuff anymore. Wasn't cussing the same guy out constantly. No, nothing like that. Completely quiet the entire time. Not as much as when I was quiet in the 7th grade, but still, to a degree. Not doing stuff all that much. Very, very quiet. Very insecure. But I'm really starting to remember, through 8th grade, it wasn't just being insecure. I remember, very specific things. I could say, like, I remember I had a lot of problems through 8th grade. Wasn't feeling very well. And I never knew how to talk about that because I'd never talked about that stuff to anyone before. So I would just make self-deprecating jokes about myself to my friends as like a very slight cry for help. And they never really thought anything of it. Because it's funny stuff. And it was just really my only way of getting that out in the slightest. I didn't like it, so at some point I finally told all of them a bunch of stuff. They made fun of me for it. I don't talk about my problems to anyone, actually. Even now, after all that's happened, when I would get problems, I wouldn't talk about them. Except, it's not really for the same reason. I'm no longer scared of being made fun of for my problems. I'm with people who I don't think would make fun of me for that. I was with some very unserious people. That's why I didn't know how to... That's part of why I didn't know how to talk to them about the stuff. The other part just being that I'd never talked about that stuff before. But... I don't really know how to tie into this. I remember my friends called me bipolar in the 8th grade. Not like as an insult. They just thought I was. Not like that they genuinely thought I had some sort of diagnosis. They thought I should get one. Because, like, some weird stuff was happening. In, like, a flick of an eye. Greatest day ever. I'm just, like, a menace to my friend a second later after he says one thing that I don't like. I don't know what was going on with me. I don't act like that anymore, but, like, after I started realizing it, I was thinking, am I? I should get a diagnosis for this. Never got one. Never got to see if I did have it or not. And it's the fact that I don't act like that anymore that I'm not sure what that was. Because, like, I don't think you just stopped that out of nowhere. Because, like, that's... It should keep happening if you have that disorder. And that disorder doesn't just leave. So I don't know what happened. So, like, not a disorder, but at the same time, what happened? What was going on in my mind? But anyways, like, nowadays, when I would start to have problems, like, when I wanted to talk about something serious, I had to think of all that I wanted to say. I would think about that for, like, weeks. Just trying to collect all of it until I was able to, like, figure out, how do I say this stuff to someone? Let me think of who I would say this to. How do I say it to them? How do I do this perfectly? I keep doing that, except, like, my most recent problem that I was having, I would just go into, like, a spiral, incredibly sad, thinking of everything, all of it goes together, and then I'm immediately just like, I gotta talk about this to someone. And then, right then and there, when I tried to collect my thoughts, it's all gone. I feel slightly still in despair, but I can't think of why. I can't really articulate it anymore after that. So I was never able to talk about that stuff. I don't think that way anymore. The types of problems I was having when that was happening, like, man, that was last month. But I'm not experiencing that problem anymore, so I don't really need to talk about it. But like, I'd be fine if I did talk about it, honestly. But the thing is, it was the fact that I kept going into that spiral, and part of the problem being added was I thought I was overthinking. That was an additional thing that was being added to the problem constantly. And then with that, the fact that I couldn't remember it was me starting to really think, I'm overanalyzing this stuff. This isn't real, so it's not sticking. These problems don't matter. These are not real. So I never even really wanted to talk to anyone. I just felt I had to. And it's crazy stuff, honestly. Anyways, it's almost 11-minute mark. Let's get to some more lighthearted things. I joined a band recently. I said that in another video already. Yeah. I'm gonna play at the Federal Orchestra at some point. That's fun. I learned how to make pins. Over Christmas break, I just saved like a bunch of Pinterest things to a board of things that I could make when I was bored. And at some point through that, I learned how to make pins. So I got quite a few of them over here, actually. I made a ladybug. Put little strings on the end of it to make like legs. They're not very good though. Here's the first one I made, Professional Liar, because I'm an actor. I made 2 more for my friends. Vote me President of Lithuania. Why not? I asked my friends, would you vote me President of Lithuania? I wouldn't. My actor friend says, no, I wouldn't. What if I made you Vice President? Okay, maybe. So I made this pin. I'll really give it to him tomorrow. So that's fun. Anyways, I got nothing more to talk about. There's just like a slight gist of stuff that could happen, you know? I'm back. I'm back, I guess. If anyone was still thinking about that. Bye.